All right, we are recording. So welcome to Team Call WTF. WTF means Warrior Train Fitness. I'm Missy Cornish, and Keisha's going to be doing this with me today. Keisha?
Hello, how you doing?
Everybody else that's here, awesome. Thank you for jumping on. I know it's very difficult sometimes when we're trying to figure out what's the best time to do the team calls, but I'll tell you, there is no best time. We got people in Okinawa, Japan, which is tomorrow for all you guys. We got people in Hawaii. We got people in Vegas, people in Virginia, people in England. It just gets too difficult to try to figure out the best time. So this is the best time, it seems, for most people. But if you know that you're here, yes, but if a lot of your coaches are not able to get on, then just make sure they're watching the recording from start to finish. That way they can know what's going on with us and then go back and talk to them about the recording and make sure they're good to go with that too. Cool? All right, I'm looking through here. Looks good. All right, Keisha, you want to start them off?
Okay, do you have that image or shall I bring it up?
Are you doing the calendar?
The calendar.
You got to bring it up. I got it on text.
Okay. I wasn't prepared to bring it up.
Oh.
Not on my, I have it on my phone. I don't have it on my.
Okay. I can't bring it on the thing. While she's looking and seeing if we can bring it on, if not, we'll make sure that it's put into Team WTF. So Keisha puts together a calendar every month. And the calendar is very bright and vivid. It has a lot going on. And what we're going to try to do is keep that calendar for you guys and for brand new coaches. And Michelle and Darren, you're kind of more brand new coaches. Well, there it is. Yay. You did good, girl.
Awesome.
See?
Okay, so
Go ahead.
once a month, I'm trying to set up a calendar for everybody so that we all have a visual, but also have a sense of a schedule of what we're doing. Now, this is not mandatory for everybody. This is just a little guidance that we can all follow. But if you want to do your own thing, more power to you. We're not holding you accountable to do it the same exact way. This is just so we can kind of lead you. So for the month of June, I made a little calendar, has a visual. Every Tuesday, as of right now, this possibly may change, but every Tuesday is the team call. We're going to try to keep it the same time where it's 10 o'clock Eastern time. East Coast time, and it is 7 o'clock Pacific time. Every Thursday, everyone knows that it's payday. Every Monday is National Wake Up Call. So the purpose of this, besides having a routine for everybody to follow as far as a schedule, but it's also for the new coaches coming in so they have an idea of how we do things and what week is offered what. For an example, next week we're going to do a coach sneak peek. We try to do that the first week of every month. Whatever that Monday falls on is the week that we try to do it. Even though the first couple of days is actually this week, we're going to start it next week. After that, the second week of every month, we're going to do a free 5-day training, which we'll touch on that in this conversation. And then we also have our challenge group, which is a paid challenge group, and that's the third week of every single month. So this is just showing you when everything is, but it's also a reminder that we have our national wake-up call, our team call, when you get paid, and just some motivational information like try to keep calm and hit your success club and just information like that. On the 19th over here, June 19th, it has a Start July plan. This is if you guys want to brainstorm with me to set up the next month's calendar. I'm not the only one that does it. If you guys want to help, but if not, I have no problem doing it. But this way we can kind of get a theme for like our free 5-day. Like this month, I forgot what Shelby's and Heather's is, but they're having one, and we'll touch on the subject of theirs. Well, what is it?
Arms.
Okay. And then Alyssa and I are doing one, and ours is going to be called the Booty Blast. So we can brainstorm and come up with ideas, and at the same time, we cannot, and everybody does their own thing. But this is just a calendar to set it up there for you. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take off the screen share.
Perfect. So again, if you're a brand new coach and you're going, oh my gosh, there's a lot going on. The whole idea is, like she said, that this is optional stuff. Most bigger teams, because when we get to be a size that we are right now, we need to have things in place for you guys to be able to, if you get one customer and you don't have 2 or 3 or 10, you want to make sure that customer is being taken care of. So putting them into a challenge group, we know when those challenge groups are, and that way it's not a big surprise. I have this one person, where do I put them? So this is to help out everybody, and hopefully it does help you out. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to screen share. Yay, hopefully I can do this right. Oops, that's not what you need. You want this one. Okay, so I made a little PowerPoint, and y'all just be so incredibly happy because I don't make PowerPoints. So Keisha knows. But I figured I'd do this for you guys that way that you can kind of go back and grab it and use this information not only for your brand new coaches, because it is very basic, but also to kind of start out with our new coach training. So start talking about that. Smart Start Coach Basics. All right. People are asking, well, who needs to go in this? What is this? Why are we doing it? How do we attend? So who needs to be in this training? Everybody. This training is for the basics. It's mostly, when we think about it, if somebody comes on as a discount coach or a coach that wants to work the basics, or wants to work the business, either way, you need to have that foundation. And what I've noticed that has happened in the past is that people skip over the foundation and start either selling a challenge pack or trying to do challenge groups, but they're missing out on the bits and pieces that really make the entire coach business a lot easier to follow. So being in this coach training, it's going to run for 2 weeks. And then after the 2 weeks, it goes for another 2 weeks where it goes the second level. And that's mainly an emerald level. So every coach should be in there, whether you're new or a vet, unless that vet has been through multiple coach basics, and then they should be good to go. Why should they be in there? I just kind of explained that same thing, but it gives you that basic foundation. And then how do I attend the training? You need to go to the Facebook group, Smart Start Coach Basics. Now, I added several people. Darren, I did not add anybody from Rollins' team, even though he says he's very interested in it. So I just want to make sure if you're interested, you need to go directly there, and anybody else on his team too. And make it your favorite so that it comes up every single day and you don't have to go searching through all these different Facebook groups to find it. Be sure to tell your coach that you're going to be attending that too. Get the Challenger Tracker application, or it's an app. You can get it on your phone. You can also go to www.mychallengertracker.com, I'm pretty sure. And it can go onto your computer. But this tracker is what Keisha is going to be using. We're going to all be using it, but Keisha's going to be in charge of that. And so it's going to be very helpful that you make sure you send her your email if you're interested. And her email address is below, keishaadwella@gmail.com. Questions on any of that so far, guys? Okay, I'm going to keep going. I can't see you, so you just have to unmute yourself if you have questions. All right, free versus paid challenge groups. So what I did with this PowerPoint is just grabbed a bunch of different ideas, wrapped them up, put them on a page, and kind of gave you the basic information of it. So free challenge groups, we were just mentioning that about the calendar. They're usually 5 to 7 days in length. Any topic of value works. Like I said, the girls are doing one about the arms, and Keisha and Alyssa are going to be doing one about, booty. You could do one about drinking more water or walking or whatever you think is going to get people moving, listening, think it's valuable. And then they start to be more interactive with you when you're in this group, and they start to trust you. And those are the people that want your help. I have an example of that. I just got off the phone with a girl that wanted to get a challenge pack from me. She said that she's had several people message her, talk to her, but she came to me because she knows me and feels like she can trust me. That's exactly what these free challenge groups do. They might not know you until you do a free challenge group, but then they understand you and know you after that and realize that you're there to help them out. So, paid challenge groups are normally 21 to 30 days in length. Any longer than that, and I will tell you, it gets to be very, very hard for the challengers to stay focused. You end up starting with 10 and ending with 2. So keeping them short and sweet, and then redoing, like if you do a 30-day and you decide you want to do a 60 or a 90, then you just renew it after the 30 days. And that typically works better. Certain formats or multi-format are used Beachbody as tools. Remember, you are a fitness and health coach. You use Beachbody as the tools to help you help them. Think of it that way every time. You're not a Beachbody coach. You're a fitness and health coach using Beachbody tools to help people. Develop accountability and support for their clients and invest to complete the journey to hit those goals. So again, these challenge groups, a lot of people have or don't even want to use our tools, but they'll do it because they want the accountability. So make sure that they understand that the accountability and the support, touching this. Oh my. Well, shoot. There we go. Are really what they're getting out of the challenge groups. What do you get out of it? You get volume. You get Success Club points. You get more dedicated challengers that a lot of times become coaches. And so that means your team increases too. So keep that in mind when you're talking about free versus paid and why you would do a free versus a paid. Questions on that? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the whole thing and then we'll do questions at the very end because I can't see you. All right. Coach sneak peeks. So we put on the calendar a coach sneak peek. It's listed as a whole week. We have done 3 to 5 day Facebook group coach sneak peeks. We've done 30 to 45 minute webinars. And we have done a 1 hour event on Facebook. And I'm pretty sure from what I've seen so far that the 1 hour event takes it by stage. I think that people like to know exactly what's going on right then, right there, and then they can ask questions right away. So the 1 hour event is what we're planning on doing next week. It is going to be on Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you can start putting that out to your Facebook friends. You can make an event page for it. You can do anything you want to get people interested in figuring out if they might want to become coaches in the future. The biggest thing with this is determining if they want to invest the time and effort into coaching. I don't know about you, but when I was asked to be a coach, I had no idea what that meant. And some of y'all still might not know, and that's totally fine. But to at least be given a little bit more information other than you get to help people is really what the Coach Sneak Peek does for you. Okay? All right. Social media basics. So this is really basic because we could do a whole week on social media, if not more. One thing I need to start seeing more of you guys, because if you don't do this, then you're really not going to see a lot of followers, which means you're not going to have people seeing your posts about the Coach Sneak Peek or about challenge groups, is to post 3 to 4 times daily on every media that you're on. Now, I will tell you at the very beginning, I kind of freaked out on that one. I was thinking, gosh, that's a lot of times to post. But if you think about it, there are 24 hours in the day. If you were to post 4 times, that's once every 8 hours, right? If you post 1 fitness post throughout the day, 1 health/food post throughout the day, and 1 or 2 fun, family, hobby, whatever kind of posts throughout the day, then people are going to see you in their news feed constantly. And they're going to start sharing the things that they like more and more. They're going to start seeing value in what you have to offer, and they're going to start to follow you even more. And this is just a personal page that I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about a like page. This is just a Facebook personal page or an Instagram page, okay? You need to pick the best times for more eyes to be on these posts. So for instance, I live in Okinawa. If I were to pick a time, I would need to look at the time basis, what is good for the entire United States, because I have a lot of people in the United States that are on my Facebook, but that are also good on Okinawa. So I can't please everybody, but I do my best to do that so that I'm not posting on a Friday night at midnight. Make sense? You want to have engaging posts that ask opinions. For instance, which haircut is the best one? I'm going to get my haircut. Which one do you think is best? People love to give their opinion. And that means they'll comment, which means that more eyes will be on your post. And that also means that your next post, especially if that one was really good, should be something about a challenge group or a coach opportunity. Because now you have more eyes looking at these opportunities that you're giving them. Ask for similar pictures. Like I might post a sunset and then say, hey, show me your sunset from where you're at. And it gives you different conversation pieces. Hey, where are you? You know, that's an awesome sunset or whatever. So it's a way to start conversations. Maybe do a poll or a competition to like, comment, or share your post. I had a friend who did this. She said, she gave some sort of post and said, by 6 p.m. tonight, I'm going to count how many likes, how many comments, and how many shares you've done. I'm going to do one push-up for every like, one pull-up for every comment or for every share, and, you know, one sit-up for every comment. And so at the end, I mean, people were just liking and commenting, and it was hilarious, but she ended up having to do like 100 and something push-ups, and it kind of went from there. So that was very creative and a great way to get a simple post with a lot of eyes on it. Okay. You are the face of the page that they're coming to. So use your pictures of you and not other people. It's so easy to go to Google Images and grab one of those different, like, you know, quotes, but if you have a picture of you, put a picture of you and put the quote on top of it. There's lots of apps for you to be able to use, and that right there, more people are more likely to look at because they're coming to you and they want to see you. So put your quotes on those pictures versus Google them. So learning to use applications. I'm not going to teach you how to use applications. I'm the world's worst, honestly. But you got to do it. You got to do it. So if you're taking a picture and you're putting it on Facebook, look at that picture and see, well, is this going to be interesting to anybody else but me? Okay, if it's a picture of your kids, great. Are they doing something fun or funny or cute? Or are they just sitting there and you got the back of their head? You know, you have to really kind of think about what you're posting. So I just decided to put a couple of different things on there. There's a ton of them out there. Pick, play, post is one of my favorites. I know Keisha uses it all the time, right, Keisha?
Yes.
For videos, I like using it. I do a two different videos going on at the same time. One, I'm talking, and the second one I'm doing. So I might be talking about how to do a push-up or how to do a sit-up or how to do something. And it's kind of creative and fun, and Pick, Play, Post is free and easy to use. So that's a great one. The other ones are for your photos, to be able to draw on your photos, write on your photos, make them look prettier, that kind of stuff. The second one is something I just found yesterday, and oh my goodness. So Power Hour is something each one of us are going to be doing, and especially if you're in the coach training, you'll be doing it more and more. So don't freak out if you're not sure exactly what Power Hour is. But the 30/30 is an application that you can get on your phone, and it organizes your time, and it's like a timer, but it is so easy to organize your time. And so instead of every time somebody Facebook messages you and you are doing something and you decide to go look at the Facebook message, or you know, you decide to get up and change the channel on the TV or whatever you're doing, this will keep you on track. So check it out, download it, play with it, and I'll make sure I get you the video that the girl made that I grabbed it from, because she kind of gives you more details on how to use it. The challenger groups and the coach trainings that we're going to be doing, that's the My Challenge Tracker by Beachbody. So get that app, and then make sure, like we said, send your email to Keisha so that she can put you in the coach training. But these are great for your challenge groups. We've been wanting something like this for a long time. There's a lot of people that are not on Facebook that want to be in challenge groups. This is their opportunity to do that. So check it out. We are going to be using it for the coach training because we want you to be using it so that you can use it in the future. And then calls face-to-face, like this one, Zoom, and Google Hangouts. Those are the two that we use the most often. Personal development, we talk about this nonstop. I just kind of put 3 different things up there. Books for everything. I mean, think about when you go to the bookstore, which I'm so excited because we don't have a bookstore in Okinawa. So I can't wait to go to Books A Million, or do they have Books A Million out here anymore? I don't think they do. Squirrel, see, there I go. But books, go for Pro. There's The Slight Edge, The Compound Effect. 10X Rule is a book that I'm reading right now. Really, I'm listening to it. And I suggest it for any of you guys that have already gone through and probably read one or two of these other books. And it is kind of forceful. It's kind of a pushy book, but it really is good. It's pretty much talking about doing 10 times more than what you do right now. And if you do that, you're going to see 10 times more results at the end. So top business owners and entrepreneurs read up to 12 to 36 books a year and attend many conferences, where most Americans read maybe one book a year and don't attend conferences. Personal development works. So really think about that. These top business owners and these entrepreneurs are reading books and they're attending conferences and they're learning more about themselves and learning more about people in general, where most Americans don't do that. And that kind of shows why these business owners and entrepreneurs are top people and what they do. So really start to find your personal development. It is personal, so I can't tell you which ones to get, but if you've never gotten any, then these are good ones to start with. Podcasts. My favorites are School of Greatness, the Network Marketing Pro, Team Beachbody Coach. That's the National Wake Up Call every week. The Chalene Show, Building Your Tribe, and many more. So if you have some, you can always list those below when I post this in Team WTF. So coaching is more than coaching. As you can see, we talked about just the basics and training for that. The opportunities for the challenge groups, whether they're short, they're long, they're free, they're paid, chances to get the inside view of coaching and sneak peeks. Social media is the foundation to building a business in this day and age. Seriously, guys. So if you are not on social media, you're not quite sure how to start, Google it. Ask your coach. Start doing it. That's all you can do is just start. I mean, I have a funny story with the whole social media. Chalene Johnson told me that I had to open up a like page when I worked for her. And I'm like, sure. And so I went home and I opened up another personal page because I didn't know what a like page was. So now I have two personal pages, no like page. I have a Twitter. I have a Pinterest. I have Instagram because she told me to open all that stuff up. I will tell you, I don't use all of it. But because she made me do that and said, just do it, I did. So I'm telling you right now, just do it. Open things up. Start posting. Don't be afraid. That's how you get it going. Use those applications to make the world brighter and more easy to manage. I know when you're using Instagram, Instagram's all about pictures. And if your pictures don't look that great, nobody's going to follow you. Even though those pictures might be fun, they're not pretty. So use those apps. All right, so now it's your turn. Get signed up for the Smart Start Coach Training Facebook group. If you're not already in there, please do so. Make sure you send your email to Keisha so that she can get you signed up in the Challenger Tracker. Check out either the paid or the free challenge groups that are going on. Girls that are running those, if you'll post this, when I post this on Team WTF, post your free challenge groups again down there so that people know, and let them know ASAP. Email your coach. This is important. Email your coach and CC your diamond, upline, and me if I'm not your diamond, but if there's somebody else above me, somebody else that are below me. For instance, I'll use Heather, for example. Heather, you would probably message Shelly and then Ross and then me, or that kind of thing. Tell us what your goals are for this June and then maybe for the rest of the year. These can be personal and professional, but they're yours. So set up a time with your coach to discuss these goals and make them come true. There's my information below. Make sure you Facebook me. And that is that. Let me see how I get out of here because I don't know how to do this. Hold on just a second.
You're going to hit the screen share.
Thank you. There we go. All right, so I did breeze through that pretty quickly, and it is basic information. But the reason I decided to kind of give you that basic information in those little pictures is because as a new coach or even as a vet coach, You have to realize that each one of those places,
Hold
somebody
on.
calling somebody.
I think so. I'll do it. There you go. I muted them.
Perfect. But what I wanted you to get out of that is that, let's say Coach Sneak Peek. I gave you the basic information about that. Now what we're going to end up doing is learning more details about the Coach Sneak Peek, so that not only do you go to one, not only do you invite people to them, but then you can possibly hold them in the future. Okay? We want everything to become this, not necessarily templates, because I'm not going to give you templates. I'm not going to give you a bunch of scripts, because I think that every conversation you have with somebody is different. But I might give you some, just to kind of get you where you're going in that right direction. That's what this is. It's almost like this is your basic script of basic information that's going along. And as we continue with our Coach Basics and other trainings, you're going to see more detailed parts of that, if that makes sense. So with all that, I'm talking, like I said, fast. I told Keisha I had a lot of caffeine today. I was sleepy. But what kind of questions do you have on what we've covered so far?
After the questions are answered, I do want to just reiterate something. But does anyone have any questions? I just unmuted everybody.
I'm good.
What is the challenge tracker? I'm not exactly sure what that is.
Okay. This is the challenge tracker. It's going to be an app through your phone, and it's free, but you're going to download it, and it's basically like a Facebook challenge group, but it's on the phone, so that people who do not have access to Facebook or don't want access to Facebook, they can just do the whole challenge group right here through the app. So that's what it's for.
And it's just called the challenge tracker, or what is it?
It's called the challenge tracker. Let me see. Yeah, my challenge tracker. You can just go right to the app store. And I believe right now it's only for Apple, I believe. So if you have an Android, it may not be on there. But
It is.
It is on there? Okay, perfect. And what I want to reiterate, because that was what I had to do with, everyone who is going to do the challenge tracker with me, it's the same information. So I don't want you to go in Missy's and mine. It's one or the other. But the brand new coaches who just got challenge packs, who are now going to do their journey through a challenge group and do the basic training, I want them all in this group. So let your coach know to put you in this group, because what we're going to do is your challenge group, your 21-day fix, or whatever program you're doing, we're going to do your fitness journey and your coach basic journey. Otherwise, you're going to be in this group, you're going to be in that group, you're going to be in this group, you're going to be overwhelmed with so much. So I'd rather just provide you everything in one group. So again, if you guys heard that, if you guys have any brand new coaches that just came on in the month of May, and you're plugging them into a challenge group, but they also want to be in a coach basics group, pull them out of the challenge group you have, put them in mine. You can join two, and that way they're getting everything at a one-stop shop.
I'm going to add to that too, Keisha, because I do want you guys, the ones, I know there's one or two that have emails, and so they can't, they don't do Facebook. But I do want you in that Facebook group too. So the coach training is going to be both. Now, are we going to have different information in them? No. But the reason I want them in both is so that you can see how a Facebook group runs as a new coach, and you can see how the challenge tracker runs as a new coach. And you can also comment a lot more on the Facebook group. But what she's saying, I keep pointing to you, like you're right there. So sorry about that. Like, anyway, so what I was saying about with Keisha is that for a new coach, you're going to be in those two things. You're going to be in the challenge tracker, and you're going to be in the Smart Start Facebook group. But what she's saying is they don't need to be in 10 other groups, especially as a new coach, because most of you guys have been coaches for a little bit. Some of you have not. And I can tell you, when I first became a coach, we didn't have coach training. We didn't have, if I did a challenge group, I ran it. That was it. There wasn't like somebody else's challenge group I was in. But now that Facebook is so prominent, everybody has a group. And I was just in another call with the master trainers, and that's what they were saying. We don't want to open another group for nothing else. We don't want it. So to keep things easy and simple, send your email to Keisha, have her add you and your new coach into the group, and then make sure you go over to the Facebook. And those two places are the best places. okay, for them. That's it. As far as the team WTF, we want them in there, but right now I really just want to get them going. Okay. Now, Team WTF, just for all you guys that are listening and watching too, you have Team WTF, then you have Team Circus and Team Strut and Team Raw, and the teams grow from there. So if you are in charge of this new coach, of course you can put them in your own team group. That is your team group. But we want them to have access to Team WTF. Okay, because as we get bigger and bigger and bigger, we want them to have access to all the coaches that are on our team so they can ask questions at any time. Okay, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, kind of?
Yep.
Perfect sense.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. So any other ideas of things that you guys are going to be doing? I know like we have Shelby and Heather that are running a 5-day free arms. Yep.
But Heather, I don't think we've actually set up our Facebook page yet, so we'll get on that to get everybody
It'll be
in there.
Yeah, it won't be this week, but next week, because it'll be the second week.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
And Darren, you have done a lot on cooking. My suggestion, just going to throw that suggestion out there, is a 5-day clean eating group would probably serve you well, and matching up with somebody else, either on your team or on WTF, somewhere in here, and doing it together with them, just like these two girls are doing, amazing. It really does work. And the reason they do the free is because they end up having challengers that come out of that will pay for a challenge pack to be in a 30-day challenge group.
Yep.
Okay.
That sounds like a perfect tie into a 21-day challenge group.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And what's on sale this month? But 21-day fix and extreme, and they're on sale today, by the way.
I saw that.
So yeah, make sure you're doing that. Anybody else? I'm not sure. Your mom's on here. Who's 1503?
I don't know.
Who's 503-936? Phone number. They're gray, so I don't know. Okay. Are we good, everybody?
You're good.
Missy, that's me.
Who's me?
The one person who told you that you could get on her case about. Somebody in Vegas.
Amber. How about
Yes,
that one?
I'm
I knew
here.
right off the bat. No, I'm just kidding.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! So I got to take a quick picture. Hold on. Picture time. Smile. Okay, beautiful. You gotta preserve it in pictures here. But here's the deal. We have 3 minutes left. If you don't have any more questions, what I'm going to do is we're going to take this recording. We're going to put it on Team WTF. And the girls are going to put where their 5-day group is going to be. Any questions that y'all have, just list them underneath there, and then make sure you're doing that email that I mentioned to you about to your coach, to your upline coach. Send it to them and let them know what are your goals for this month and what are your goals for maybe the entire year. Sound good?
Did you say that's an email, Missy?
Email. Mm-hmm. If you want
Email
to put it all out there on the Facebook group down there, sure.
Oh, okay.
And tag them. That's easier, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Send your email. Got 'em.
June's goal.
June's goals. Any June goals right now? Tell me right now.
Maintain diamond.
Yes, you better.
Yeah, Keisha.
Yeah.
Maintain diamond. How about Shelby?
I am signing my husband up as a coach tonight.
Emerald, baby.
So that means I hit Emerald tonight. So I'm excited.
Yay. Good girl.
He's so cute. He sent me an email and said, "Be my beach body coach."
I love that. I love it.
Awesome.
Heather Diamond.
Oh, she's,
Yep. And Success Club 10. That's my other goal.
yes.
Yes.
Darren, what are you going to do?
Get off my butt and start working.
Thank you. You are on the butt. You've been working. You just got to work it. You got to work
Yep.
it. Zelina, what? She's muted. Dancing. Awesome. Michelle, what do you got for us?
I know this is all new, so I'm just trying to figure it all out still.
You know what? That's awesome. And just remember, we're about to get cut off, but it's all new. There's a lot to figure out. Don't get overwhelmed. Just have fun with it and do those basic things that I mentioned, and you'll be surprised. All I did was hit Success Club every single month, and I got to where I was, where I am now. Seriously, that's all.
And she's doing great already. Yeah.
Good, good. I'm so glad. Well, my telephone people.
Mom, what's your goal for this month?
Well, I'm just getting started as well, but what I've been doing is familiarizing myself with the beach body team. They have a lot of training courses and completing information, and I just set myself up for the tracker. And